Good morning. Well, I'm a little later this morning because I just did a Walmart pickup, so I would have some milk for my coffee. So it's almost 8:25 on the East Coast of the United States, February 11th, 2022. And I'm going to do something that I've never done before. Look. I've got macadamia milk made from macadamia nuts. This is unsweetened. It's 40 calories for an 8-ounce cup. And those 40 calories are from 3.5 grams of fat, less than 1 gram of carbohydrate, and 1 gram of protein. So I'm giving it a shake up. Does it say to shake it? I'm sure it does. Somewhere. Okay. And anyway, I've never even tasted macadamia milk, but I know somebody who uses it all the time, and I thought, hey, let me give it a try. They had actually had it at Walmart. It's in one of these containers that you don't, it's shelf stable, so you don't refrigerate it until you open it. Don't really smell anything. I'm gonna pour a little bit in here and just taste it first. So you can see, it was in this like doing wine or something. So because of the fat in it, it's leaving a film on the inside of the cup. Let me taste this. This is interesting. It actually tastes a little bit like cow's milk. Oh my goodness, that is so interesting. Well, let me go ahead and pour some into my milk frother. I'm gonna pour in the usual amount, which is, about 3.5 ounces. Okay. Screw the cap back on. Here, let me show this to you frontwards. Okay, so this is the brand they had at Walmart. Here's the nutrition label. Okay. Let me pop this in the fridge. There we go. And let's get this started frothing. I hope frothing. With that fat content, I'm thinking it ought to froth, but hey, we'll see. And the way I'm going to try this out this morning is, I think I'll try it with some espresso. How about some Napoli? That's my favorite, so why not? So just a reminder, Napoli has an intensity of 13. That's a pretty intense coffee, and the caffeine content is about around 109. So, this is all relative. There can be a lot of variation there. We get the water heating up here. I'll pop in my Napoli capsule. And let's see how that froth, I hope. Oh, I don't know. It might not have frothed. Uh-oh. Nope, it did not froth. Golly. But, I've had containers of like almond breeze not froth, many containers, and then I had containers that did froth. I'm gonna have to read about how do you get macadamia milk to froth. So, they do make higher fat macadamia milks. So maybe Maybe I just need to try one of those. Well, that's okay. We'll go ahead and proceed anyhow. So we're ready here. I'm looking forward to trying this because it has a nice mouthfeel and a nice taste. Like, well, actually, I like oat milk. I like almond milk. The taste of this was nice too. Now, one thing about this macadamia milk, okay, whereas things like almond milk cost less than 5 cents per ounce if you broke it down, you know, if you bought the large container. This macadamia milk was in a 32-ounce container, and it came to almost 11 cents an ounce. So that's, you know, a little more than twice. A little more than twice what the almond milk is. So, you know, in order to buy it again, it's going to have to taste awful good. Okay, I'll give it a try. Oh, now this is strange. Usually I love Napoli. Hang on here. You know what? I don't usually do this, but I am going to I'm going to froth up some almond milk. Oh, that means I have to open a new container. I'm going to do it anyway. You know, why not? Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is the size container of almond milk I usually buy. This is a half gallon. It's 64 ounces. And usually this Silk brand, I've never had trouble with it frothing up. So, you know, let's see. Get this open here, and I'll put in the same amount, about 3.5 ounces, and we're gonna get this frothing up. I should always say we're gonna turn on the milk frother because I hope it's gonna froth up. Okay, let me pop this one back in the fridge. All right, in it goes. Okay, and I'm gonna get another cup, similar size to that one. This is my pessimist's mug that says, this glass is now half empty, but I always say, remember, it's always refillable. So it's really an optimist's mug. Alrighty, now, all right, let me eject that one. Get another Napoli, and we'll just wait for that to froth up. So, you know, I want to see, is it something about, okay, first of all, my taste, the way my taste buds are working this morning. Is it something maybe about the coffee capsule? I don't know. Or maybe, is it something with the milk that made it taste differently to me? Golly. I don't know. So this is going to be a little bit interesting. Oh, it's ready. Okay, let me go get this. Okay, so we've got froth here. Okay, so this is almond milk, 30 calories per cup. Alrighty, we get going here. Pop in my capsule. All right. Okay. And I'll stir this almond milk in as much as I can. Okay. I won't, well. Okay, now let me let me try the macadamia one. So right off the bat, this has a different mouthfeel because of, I'm assuming it's the fat content. Let me get those two containers. Hang on. Okay, here's the almond milk. Here's the macadamia milk. Okay. The almond milk has 2.5 grams of fat. Okay. The macadamia has 3.5 grams. Okay, so I'm going to try it again. Macadamia. Definitely, you know, on my tongue, I can feel that there's, you know, it's creamier. It's smoother. Okay. And this is not as smooth. Give it a little bit more of a mix up. All right. Okay, one more. I'm telling you, the Napoli with the macadamia milk tastes different to me than the Napoli with the almond milk. I wonder if I need to let this sit until all of the froth kind of goes back in there. In fact, maybe I should have just used, yeah, I probably should have just used heated almond milk instead of frothing it. Kind of trying to dissipate some of this froth and get it to go back into the coffee. Okay. It's an experiment on the fly here. I guess if I knew I was going to do this, I would have thought it out better. Okay, that tastes like the Napoli I'm accustomed to. The macadamia tastes different, and I can detect the Napoli in there, but the extra creaminess of the macadamia milk, and maybe also it's the taste of it, you know, I'm just not used to that taste, is definitely affecting my experience. So, oh my goodness, you know, I'm accustomed to using almond milk. I'm accustomed to using oat milk, but I'm not accustomed to using macadamia milk. So maybe this is something, I may need to try several of my coffees and let my palate get accustomed to this new flavor. Actually though, I've got, you know, almost 30, what do I have, like 28 more ounces or something in that container, and at almost 11 cents an ounce, or I say in this container, I don't think I'll be buying it again. Now, I know that just like with almond milk and oat milk, they make different, they make macadamia nut milk with different amounts of fat and stuff in it, and, you know, 40 calories was the lowest I could find. I also saw, I believe, 60 and 80 calories that were available, but I didn't want to get those. So, gee, That's a lot to think about, isn't it? So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pour this macadamia one in with the almond milk. Definitely a different taste. Give it a stir around. Let me try this. It's just totally different from what I'm accustomed to having with my Napoli. So you know what I'm gonna do now? I am gonna take some salted dark chocolate espresso skinny syrup, and I'm gonna make this into a little bit of a fancy sweet breakfast drink. My gosh. Well, this was very interesting to me. So, who's watching this that regularly uses macadamia milk? I know this person that told me about it told me that they buy like 3 gallons at a time or something. But where they live is much more available. They live up north somewhere. I think there's a lot more selection available, much larger population centers. So, proportionately, there's probably going to be more people that will buy things. Who knows how long this sat at Walmart. Well, the expiration dates, this is shelf stable though, is November 2022. And of course it says use within 7 to 10 days after opening. This is good. Which is what most almond and plant-based milks say. So, look, rainbow time. I'm going to enjoy my coffee and my rainbows. And I hope that this was interesting to you. And yeah, so if you use macadamia milk, tell me about, what kind. And when I say what kind, I mean like, the fat, the protein, the carbohydrates, so we can kind of compare apples to apples. And let me know what your impressions are. Well, listen, have a growth mindset. Be open to new things, new experiences. Hey, new ways of drinking your coffee.